Hi, today we are going to address the kitchen essentials, what we need and what we don't need in a kitchen. Let's start off with kitchen knives. That's one of the most asked questions we get. This here is basically all we need. Chef's knife. It's an 8-inch knife. This has got a nice handle. This is perfect. This is great for chopping, dicing, cutting chicken, fish. This is an essential, it's a must. 8-inch chef's knife. Anything bigger I find too big and too clumsy. 8-inch chef's knife. A little peeling knife, topping and tailing, garlic, tomatoes, avocados. This is perfect. Of course, a peeler. It's a must. Everything from butternut squash to potatoes. A bread knife. It's great. It's perfect. It's what you need for baguettes. You want to get that baguette. You don't want to squash it. And then kitchen shears. It's great for herbs, snipping garden herbs, trimming fish. It's a must. And then with your knives, a steel. It's ideal. This is regular steel. It's great for giving your knives a little quick warm up every time before and after you use them. I just give it a quick little run. Heel to toe, the top of the knife, down both sides. 2 or 3 times is all you need to do. It's same with a little paring knife. It's an ideal thing. Cutting boards. I personally have a nice solid wooden cutting board. This is 18 by 24. I think it's a great centerpiece in your kitchen. You can put it on your kitchen island. It's great for dicing, cutting, making pizza dough, making pasta, doing pastries. This is ideal for all of those items. And then also I would suggest a plastic cutting board. This is what you need for doing proteins, fish, chicken, meats. I prefer to do all of that on a plastic board because it's easier to clean and wash. If you have something smaller than this, you can run it through your dishwasher. This is ideal, and again, it just fits right on top of our nice wooden board. Wooden boards are easy to clean. We just give them a quick wipe down and then oil. I would oil your wooden cutting board 2 to 3 times a year. Hi, well now we are going to talk about breakfast, the different types of eggs, the different styles of eggs. Let's start off with brown and white eggs. Our white egg is from the Leghorn hen. It's a white hen, hence it lays a white egg. And the New Hampshire red is a brown chicken and it lays a brown egg. Is there a difference in the type of eggs? No, there's not. Brown eggs, white eggs are the same. If anything, the brown eggs are a little bit more expensive. The New Hampshire red is a larger chicken, so it costs more to feed it and it costs more to raise it. So because of that, the brown eggs are a little more expensive. The difference are in the egg yolks. The color of the egg yolk, it all depends on what the chicken is being fed. So if there is a difference, it is the egg yolk. We're going to start with one of our basic egg dishes, over easy egg. I think it's probably the most common egg that you'll order for breakfast, over easies. Let's crack the eggs. I like to crack them into a separate container. That way you can see if the yolk is broken or if there's any shells in your egg. You can pick them out from here as opposed to in the pan. Preheat the pan, a little bit of oil. It's nice to start, for over easies, it's better to start it in cold oil. That way it doesn't splatter. Here's our 2 eggs. Rubber spatula is a must. With these non-stick pans, the last thing you want to do is use metal on it and scrape it. You've ruined it if that's the case. If it's starting to bubble or hiss a little bit, turn it down. And with these non-stick pans, they're great. Seasoning the eggs, I would not season it yet. With the salt and the cracked black pepper on the yolk, when you go to turn it over, there's an opportunity that it will break the yolk. So we will wait till we turn it back to season it. So this, as you've seen, it's holding itself. So we're going to do a little flip. turn back. This is the ideal time. A little bit of salt. So there is our over easy eggs. It took approximately a minute and a half. Sunny up, same idea. Oil in the pan, medium heat. It's worth investing in a non-stick pan for breakfast. These are make it so much easier. Okay, because we're not turning this egg over, this is the ideal time to season it. A little salt and pepper on the yolk, cracked black pepper. So with this, the white is it's cooked all the way, and the yolk is still very runny. So for the next dish, we're going to do some scrambled eggs. Same procedure. Crack the eggs into your bowl. Make sure there's no shells. Let's preheat our pan a little bit. Scrambled eggs. This time, let's use a little bit of butter. So for the eggs, let's just scramble them as close to the time as possible. We're right now with the butter is bubbling. It's a nice perfect temperature. Add our 2 eggs that have been whisked, and as the eggs start to set around the sides, we're just going to pull them into the center. The flame is on a medium to low. We don't want to overcook it. Again, we're just pulling from the outside into the center. Even now we could turn the flame off. And that's it. It's the perfect time. A little salt and pepper. Scrambled eggs. So another favorite weekend item is our omelets. Today we're going to do, we just have the onions and mushrooms that we previously sliced. We have a little bit of shredded cheddar cheese. We'll crack 2 eggs. Again, with these pans, all it needs is a quick wipe. A kitchen towel or paper towel. Don't use your green scrubber on it. So as we're heating our pan, a little bit of butter, and we're going to saute the onions and mushrooms in the butter. So the best thing about omelets is you can put whatever you want in it: onions, peppers, mushrooms, different types of cheeses. You see here we have it sauteed nicely. This is a great time to add a little salt and pepper while it's cooking. And we're gonna the same procedure then as the scrambled eggs. We're just going to pull from the center, from this outside into the center, and we're going to make sure it's on a low heat. If you're feeling courageous enough, that you can always flip the omelette. This is when I would add the cheese. And then when they fold the omelette, the cheese is, with the heat of the omelette, the cheese is going to melt in the center. So another favorite is poached eggs. It's a must if you're making eggs Benedict. Poached eggs, here we have a quart of boiling water. To that we're going to add 3/4 of a teaspoon of kosher salt and 3/4 half to 3/4 a cup of distilled vinegar. The vinegar helps the protein coagulate, so it's ideal. You need vinegar. Also, if you're hard boiling eggs, the vinegar helps break down the shells. There's calcium carbonate in the egg white in the eggs, and the vinegar helps break that down. So when you go to peel your eggs, it's a lot easier. So here we have the water now. As you can see, it's coming back up to a boil. And what we're going to do is create a little vortex. And then we're slowly going to add our egg into this. And then we want to simmer it and not boil it. And the idea of forming the vortex is once the egg falls in, it rolls over itself and it helps it stay together. We're going to get these little stringy bits out of it, which is, it's no big deal. So as you can see, it's at a slow simmer, it's not boiling. And poaching an egg at this, anywhere from 3 to 3.5 minutes is what you're looking for that soft boiled texture. If you want the egg yolk a little harder, just poach it a little bit longer. If we were making a 7-minute poached egg, a 7-minute egg now, I would submerge it into the water at this time and time it for 7 minutes. You can always lift it up and check for the firmness. I think that needs another 10-15 seconds. Here we have the poached egg, and we're just going to drain it in some kitchen towel. And if you'd like, then with your kitchen shears, you can trim the excess off. That is our poached egg, and then a little bit of salt and pepper, and then the moment we've been waiting for.